What is going on with the goings on, y'all? Oh my God, I don't never cut this fan off. I swear to God. Hold on just 1 second. Look at me go. I did that with no problem. How you guys doing today? You know, I'm talking about what's going on with this goings on in the goings on, y'all. No, as y'all can see, I haven't been coming up here because it's been relatively quiet. Other than the regular antics, ain't been nothing heavy going on, but I guess the end is Saturday. So I guess this weekend I just wanted to talk about the current events, what I've been watching, what I ain't been watching. I've been watching battle rap, but it's been old battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep having events and then waiting 2, 3 months to drop the footage. Person ain't gonna never get to know the battle rappers because they ain't on the scene. Then, you know, everybody keep pushing this narrative because I guess it's just making a click. It's saying that y'all guys too easily accessible when it came to the matters at hand. And I've been saying that. What y'all saying is old. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't talking about nothing new because ain't nothing new really going on. Like I said, y'all let all the young and up and coming leagues get all the good battles. Nah, it ain't no battles to get. Everything is remix now. Oh no, that's he came on last week with the same battler. He did. That's cause they letting a lot of the league owners leave it in the hands of the battle rappers because they think they know best, but they don't know nothing because they don't know business. So they just, you know what I'm talking about, when it get too tactic for them, instead of them sticking it out and losing the win, they just lose altogether and don't even care about coming back for the win. They just giving up altogether. You know what I'm talking about? I guess this that day and age. You give it up, and it ain't no figure in the house that didn't give up. So they think that's the norm. We're gonna set this to the side. We're gonna try something else instead of, you tweak this a little bit, tweak that a little bit, make this go, make that go. Hey, that shit back functional. You know what I'm talking about? And you can keep grinding. Probably make you some dividends. You feel me? I ain't doing a whole lot of talking. I don't want to hold y'all up a whole lot neither today. I just, get a few things off my chest. I ain't seen y'all in a while. I miss y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you kindly for all the support. Whether you know I see it, trust me, I see it. Whether I know, I definitely know I see everything. You know what I'm talking about? And what I don't see, somebody will tell me eventually. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have nothing else going, so I'm gonna keep this going. You feel what I'm saying? Um, I guess the 4th of July is coming up, so happy 4th of July to all the people that celebrate the 4th of July. You know what I'm talking about? It's a 250-year anniversary of America. You feel me? So I guess some black folks will be partying because they parents or great grandparents group made America. So you know what I'm saying? They gonna make it great. President Donald Trump got him a new plane, so he gonna be flying around. I guess it's supposed to be 107 degrees wherever he doing his speech at. I guess he gonna do it in Washington. And it's gonna be in scorching hot temperatures. And he said he got a long speech, so he gonna bear with the heat just like everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? And he hope that y'all willing to sit back and listen and see what's going on, because this is a monumental event here. You know what I'm talking about? And I really need y'all, if y'all gonna come to this show, hydrate. You know what I'm talking about? Even if you gotta take an IV to hydrate because you don't like water, you need to pump you one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to go to the hospital today and get them a young IV. For those that are scared of needles, you need to go to the gas station and get you some energy pills. You know what I'm talking about? Take them bitches in the morning and you'll be straight. That's if you over 35. Now, if you under 35, you might need to take one at about 7. Then at about 3, take another one. Maybe 4. You know what I'm talking about? Eat you a meal, you'll be set to go for the rest of the day. Don't take the ones that give you the erection though. You know what I'm talking about? Take the ones that say enhancement on it. You know what I mean? Let's get into some of these antics because I keep going and we already at 5 minutes. So, man. That was just on my arm. I don't even know what it was. Excuse my language. Shout out to now this was a crazy scene. First thing that happened as soon as I popped on Instagram, I guess Blueface is back at it again. He done had so many arguments in this last week because I ain't been on here in about a week. So he done had so many arguments with his baby mamas and trying to get everything under control. He had one of his baby mamas call the doctor because I guess they was getting some type of DNA done. And Blueface got mad because she put the man on speakerphone. She just wanted her clarity and understanding of what's going on. That way you can't trick the narrative as if she just, you know what I'm saying, like she trying to collect some heat or something. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's all good in the hood, you understand me, already with the alreadys, but goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? For real, for real. I only really talked about one thing. Let's see what else. The Cardi B and Akbar V beef. It didn't die down a little bit, I guess. It's Sunday. Probably ain't gonna be a whole lot of, well, actually it's the day before the 4th of July. So I guess it won't be a whole lot of talking. People gonna be doing some gatherings and some fireworks and, you know, a multitude of other things. So while you celebrate, I'm gonna say this. I mess with both of you young ladies. You know what I'm talking about? I'm friends with both of y'all and a multitude of platforms. I don't like to see you two ladies, especially you two ladies. Y'all write, well, you know, Akbar V write her own music. So it's kind of hard to tell a writer that you ain't writing the script right. It's supposed to go like this. But she like, no, it make more sense like this. So y'all at a standstill. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I ain't really like, this probably why I'm speaking, is because, you know what I'm talking about, you start putting out idle threats. You can't put out idle threats and expect the nigga not to respond. And then I didn't really care for the response. She talking about her witchcraft and, you know what I'm saying, how she don't believe in the Lord or Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. I mean, what you do in the privacy of your own home is your own business. You know, but it shouldn't be the business of everybody else's. You feel what I'm saying? But to each his own. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had your gripes and y'all backs and forths, and I hope that, you know what I'm saying, that the story is eliminated. I mean, she did a lot of Jesus Christ, and please watch out for me and this whole holy the thou situation, when I agree with a lot of the people that's been stating that you a clout chaser. Every time I turn around and something juicy going on, you know what I'm saying, you want to put your 2 cents in there, whether it's warranted or not. You putting it in there, and it's like, oh man, I don't know what that was. Now I want to follow it. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what it was, so now I'm looking to see what the hell it was. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. So anyway, Akbar V and Cardi B. You know what I'm talking about? You the won the little lawsuit with Tasha K. It wasn't done but 60 grand, but you won it regardless to the fact, because she talked about Offset, which we all do. You know what I'm talking about? You just found somebody you could sue. So maybe that everybody else will stop talking about the man and his gambling problem and how he putting you in further and further in debt because, you know what I'm saying, he don't know when to quit. That's no here nor there though. I would like to see Cardi B and Akbar V to stop beefing. I don't know what y'all gotta do. Make a song. Like Akbar V said, go in the booth. You don't like what's going on? Put it in a song. You know what I'm talking about? And let us be the judge of the song. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I don't want to see all this back and forth over the internet and people put it on the wax. So all you gotta do, you ain't gotta do a whole bunch of talking. Put it on wax. We'll make the better judgment of the situation. Cause you going back and forth and threatening and you putting other people involved in the jack move. And then I guess you had Cardi B had the nerve to talk about a person's significant other. You ain't got no room to talk about nobody's significant other as much as you done been through. Or you didn't let the internet know what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because you an internet baby, so we gotta know what's going on when it's going on. So when you ain't got nothing going on and you just chilling with your kids, you gotta go to the internet because you gotta see. They gotta see everything. You know what I'm talking about? You want them in on your project. That was there for you when you had nothing. So of course you want to see them when you want to show off when you got some. You know what I'm talking about? Some people don't take a liking to that. I really don't know. Akbar ain't never really came for nobody, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they see that you got a light and they want to shine bright too, but everybody can't be in the light. It get dimmer and dimmer by the more people that show up. To the point where it ain't no more light. But look, I done talked about this for about 7-8 minutes. Now on to the next one. Ric Flair, Young Dro, T.I. Now T.I. and Young Dro was in the barbershop in an undisclosed location. And they was talking about they back in the day soirees. And this particular situation, I guess Ric Flair was calling to see if he can get him a bump. You know what I'm talking about? And he like, nigga, I'm on my way to the airport, and I need me a bump. This got to be in the. I don't know where it was at. Don't know none of the ramifications of the situation. But if you been in the streets before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then he said, you know what I'm saying? They got this statement about how the Junkyard Dog and a few other assailants, you know what I'm saying, indulge in curricular activities. You know what I'm talking about? And they was in that scene. You know what I mean? You understand me? Already. So you know what Young Dro was doing. You know what I'm talking about? He wasn't just selling Dro. I'll tell you that. Shout out to them good brothers though. It was an interesting conversation. And now we about to get into some of this thick shit. So a female shot a 62-year-old man over a parking spot. This was crazy. So I seen some of the surveillance footage, and it looked like they was having a conversation. I guess they was fighting over a parking spot. So I guess the lady stated that it was her parking spot, and he stated it was his parking spot. It was a misunderstanding. But it's got to be known that she had a gun, cause she pulled it out. She brandished the gun, told him I got a gun. You know, step away from me. The young man, I guess his name is Bart. He decided that he wanted to keep going. You know what I'm saying? He keeps stressing whatever he want to stress. Now, once a person got a gun on me, I don't think I'm stressing whatever I got going on. Whatever I got going on is not more important than this young lady who don't know how to use a gun that's brandishing the gun on me. Somebody's going to get hurt. Whether it's me or that person. But it was good. It was good seeing that she didn't try to shoot to harm him. Only thing about it is he's 62. So wherever you shoot him at, man, 9 times out of 10, he gonna bleed out in that situation. She shot him in the stomach, thinking it was just gonna take the assailant down, wound him. But he's 62. Shit, by the time the ambulance came, he had already bled out. So now you got a shot victim. You know what I'm saying? She got a CCW, so she can't go to jail for carrying a concealed weapon. So now you gotta get her with this large and a firearm. And was he a threat during the altercation? And now if he was a threat, then hey, she about all rights. And I don't think in Atlanta it's a discharging charge, so she might go home scot-free. And there's a man gone. And that's why you gotta have discussions before leaving the crib. I don't understand why people don't understand about what's going on in life right now. You gotta be explaining what's going on at all times, because obviously people ain't got common sense. The common sense, I think that's what the chemtrails is about too. You know what I'm saying? Erasing common sense. But that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm talking about? The truth will come to the light. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We on to the next one. Shout out to the people. I guess this happened in Akron, Ohio. A 15-year-old shot a 14-year-old after the 15-year-old's dog attacked the 14-year-old. The 14-year-old was coming to his crib probably to play video games or something. Then again, they 14 and 15. They probably was finna go to the backyard. And if you're old enough to know, then you don't. You know what I'm talking about? And say the 14-year-old was I don't know if he was approaching the home, and the dog got loose and attacked the 14-year-old, bit him on his arm. So shit, in order for him to get the dog off of him, he shot. And once the 14-year-old shot, he killed 15-year-old Mr. Harrison. You know what I'm talking about? So Jalen Harrison is no longer with us over a simple mistake. And then in Akron, Ohio, I know about Ohio. Ohio got an open carry. You know what I'm talking about? And as long as it wasn't I don't even think they consider an animal as a victim. So the only victim you got is a 15-year-old. And it was by mistake too. Yeah, I don't see the man doing no hell of a charges, but it's horrendous that 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds can carry weapons and there's no consequences or repercussions behind that. But shout out to Jalen Harris and his family. My condolences, man. I hate to hear tragic situations like that. And I hope that they don't take the 14-year-old who made the mistake and take his life away. He made a mistake. Ain't like he did it and then, you got a slew of other things that may or may not happen. But God only knows how they gonna make it up. It's new. Shout out to India, Ari, Miami, and spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. What all my scamming ass niggas at? Doing that? Hey, spin that shit. Hey, spin that shit. So I guess India Ari came to the internet after the internet decided to say that India Ari was boycotting the spin that shit. Now, if it had went up, she'd probably been supporting the situation. But the internet didn't do that. It went down. Like, nigga, we don't care. Nigga, we know exactly what this is. We know this is a gimmick. We know this is for shits and giggles. But this the shits and giggles we going through. You know what I'm saying? Misery loves company. You know what I'm talking about? So what you think people is doing when gas prices are so high? When the price of going to get something to eat versus I spent $100, I think, in the grocery store not too long ago. And I don't even think I got 10 items. So you telling me, on average, that you telling me on average that these items amount to $100, 10 items? That's $10 an item. You can't tell me this Lunchable is $10. But this Lunchable might be 2 for $5 or 3 for $5, right? But this bacon is $7.99. That's $10. You feel me? So where is a pack of chicken, the family pack is $7. You go down the aisle just to get you some singles, so it's the same $7. But you missing 12 wings. You feel me? Oh, they making it make sense. But the prices go up right here, it's gonna go down over here. It's gonna make it look even. And I was just doing the prices in my, I'm like, damn, that's like $10 an item. You really shooting your move. Bread might be, you might catch bread on sale. That bitch $1.69, right? You think you done shot a move. You go to the next aisle, which is probably, just say this cookies. You want some cookies because you done shot the move and got the bread for $1 cheaper than what you was. The cookies is $5.99. They was just $4. But they got to make up for it over here to make it over there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, even the agriculture has changed a lot. You feel me? And a lot of it comes from the common sense situation. People ain't making everything common. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, you had regulatory infrastructure to where, oh, I might have to discontinue this conversation. Let's see where we at. We at Young Miami and India already. So we gonna continue this conversation, right? You know what I'm talking about? But I gotta go. I gotta go see about my little sister. So with all that being said, as the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.